Alright, welcome back Karmatem Nation. Today we are on Twitter, good old twitter.com. At least for now it's known as twitter.com. Who knows how much longer it will be twitter.com. But I want to talk a little bit about this. I know it's not that big of a thing in the grand scheme of things, and I feel like I say that a lot, but it's because there's a lot of different things with MK1 that are very interesting to me and very new as somebody who is covering a game this closely for the first time. And this is one of those instances. So you guys might remember the bios that were added to the website. So here's Liu Kang's bio, right? Did they add anything to his bio actually? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. But if you look at this image here, right? This image is much different than this one. And I just wanted to add this in the beginning of this video. This will probably be Li Mei's video for her bio, but I wanted to talk about this because it's like a brand new render of Liu Kang and it's very HD, very good. It looks amazing compared to these. And these still looked good, like we thought these were great, maybe except for Kung Lao. But these look like good renders, but the actual like presentation of these didn't look the best, and it makes more sense now. It's basically like the whole MK1 thing, like this is what they do now. And I think that it's a common trope with NRS in general, and that's like releasing footage or things that are unfinished. It's just a product of like making the promotional material much earlier than the game is actually like ready to be shipped. So these renders are probably like a year or 2 years old, and this one seems much newer. And I think that this alone is going to put some people's minds at ease in terms of what this game has to offer, because this game ever since release has basically always like made people kind of second guess it, and that's completely understandable. Hold up, I'm just switching to my YouTube account. So if we go to the first trailer, right, like people have talked about this over and over, and that is that it looked unfinished in some spots, and it definitely was, especially now that we have more trailers for the game. It's quite obvious that the game was unfinished in some aspects. So let's go to theater mode, let's go to the katana part, right here. This is unfinished, right? This is not how it looks now. This is not even how it looked in the stress test. And I know this is a weird tangent to go on, I just want to talk about it because it's so interesting. This Liu Kang render is gorgeous. Granted, I like the lighting on this one a little bit more. I think that this makes him look kind of sexier. I don't know, maybe that's just me. I think that the pitch black lighting on this kind of makes him look more like, I don't know. This brings out his features much more. But anyway, what is the point of this video? I don't know. Hey Karmatem, what is the point of this video? I don't understand. I don't know. Me neither. I'm not the one making the video. I just wanted to talk about how things are different. Like this is a completely new render, and these are old, and they've shown us old gameplay. I just want people to understand that this game has a lot more. It hasn't shown us what's finished. It hasn't shown us what's not finished. And this is a very easy, very understandable instance of that happening. This is random though. I don't know. Why am I making this video? I don't know. I just wanted to show you guys, to be honest. But then also just talk about it a bit. So let me know your guys' thoughts. This is interesting. The bio seems to be the exact same. What did I just do there? Interesting. What the heck? Okay. Cool, I guess. But yeah, we don't have to cover this. I just wanted to show off the difference between the renders. And then also, again, this has happened before with the gameplay footage. So I think there's so much that this game has that has not been shown to us. There's the new game mode, there's obviously the new graphics, all the cutscenes, everything. And I do want to document everything that involves MK1 kind of on the road to the game's release. This game is very important to me, so I wanted to at least have this on video. But yeah, we'll see what all these look like when they're updated. The Tanya bio, I think the Baraka, the Li Mei, and the Rain bio as well. Oh, and the
Smoke one.
So these are all their final renders? That's weird, because these kind of look like the same quality. Oh, they added them to the website. Oh, I didn't even know this. Okay, cool. It's interesting because these must be their final renders, whereas that one wasn't Liu Kang's final render, and then this one is. So, I don't know. Anyway, this is weird. This is a weird video. Sometimes I like to just come on here and talk about absolutely nothing. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to Li Mei's bio. Alright, so Li Mei's bio. So I did talk about this a bit on stream because they actually posted this shortly after the trailer. So I did go over this a bit. Maybe I'll include some of those clips from stream. But for now, let's go over the story. So the first constable of the Sun Do, Li Mei. Also, I did react to the GameSpot interview that should be going up later, but that interview has some of Li Mei's story aspects within that. I recorded that yesterday, but it'll go up later today. I'm all over the place. Please bear with me. But anyway, let's go ahead and read this. As her parents' firstborn daughter, Li Mei was claimed by the Umgadi. Okay, so just like Tanya, she was a firstborn daughter, so she had to be chosen for the Umgadi, the warrior priestesses who guard Outworld's royal family. Li Mei's service began with high expectations. Her early success caught the eye of the royal family, but it all fell apart when a terrible tragedy unfolded. That, of course, is the death of King Jared. Li Mei was blamed for this, and in the aftermath, she did the unthinkable. She quit the Umgadi. Friendless and alone, Li Mei needed a new purpose. She joined the Sundo's Constables, the Outworld capital's rough and tumble police force. Over time, she became their first constable. Li Mei is glad to be the capital guardian. Still, she hopes one day to redeem herself. And I do think she's gonna do just that, depending on her relationship with Tanya, as well as like Melina and such, because she does seem to be a guard for Melina. If not now, she was in the past, because stuff happened on her watch, including the death of King Jared, and I'm assuming that Melina also got the Tarkat disease on her watch, so that would make sense that she is like not allowed to be around Melina anymore. I'm not sure if she currently guards Melina, or if she did in the past when she was part of the Umgadi, but either way, she does have some authority in Outworld, and is a constable, a police officer essentially. So she has that power to guard. She still is a very people-oriented person. She protects people. She's always been a freedom fighter, even in the previous timelines. So this is a good iteration for Li Mei. Also, I think that her relationship with Tanya and her relationship with like the Umgadi in general is going to be a big hurdle for her as a character to explain herself and not only prove to herself that she is worthy and innocent, but obviously have to prove it to them. She might not have to prove to herself like literally that she's innocent, but she'll have to fight that battle of being accused of something that she didn't do and facing it head on. And Li Mei seems like a very strong character, a very like confident person, much like Tanya in that aspect. Both of these characters seem to kind of mirror each other in that type of way, where they both, like, how do I say this, they're not like followers, they're leaders, like as people, you know what I mean? So that's going to be kind of a butting head situation, I'm sure, with Tanya and Li Mei in this timeline. But I want to see where that actually heads, right? Like how that ends up coming to a halt, because we're not sure what Li Mei's end goal is, besides proving herself to the Umgadi. But once she does that, like, is she just gonna start serving Sindel and Jared again? Well, not Jared, Rip Brother, but I mean, she's gonna start serving them again, I'm not sure. And there could also be this conflict between Melina, her, and Tanya, because maybe Melina doesn't think she's innocent too, like maybe Melina does actually blame her for the death of King Jared. However, I would expect that's not the case. I would expect that Melina knows that Li Mei is innocent and she actually fights for her in some capacity. And then also we know that Tanya and Melina have a relationship together. So like that whole relationship between the three of them, three people who are in a very close vicinity of one another, who have all worked very closely with each other, and all have their own conflicts that need to be resolved. And I know that I'm speculating, and like none of this is substantiated outside of what we know for Li Mei's bio, but I think it is still interesting to take into account. These characters are shown to us for a reason, and they're going to have a big part of the story, especially with the Outworld portion. So I'm excited to see what Li Mei herself does and what Tanya and Melina also do, and how the death of King Jared affects not only Melina, but Kitana and Sindel. So we'll see what happens. I'm so happy that Li Mei is back. Same thing for Tanya, for that matter. I think they're both great characters that I'm very happy to see return and be fully re-realized in this new universe. With that said, hi Baraka, how's it going? I hope you guys have a great day. Make sure you guys stay safe and stay hydrated. And also, you guys told me to watch The Boys because of the DLC. And like, what the f did I watch? Wow, okay, yeah. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.